Once upon a time, the dread sky pirate Renardo defeated the mad emperor Isengrim. He had the unexpected help of Isengrim's beautiful adopted daughter, the sorceress Zenobia. She fell in love with our hero, and together they destroyed evil. Well, her help hadn't been entirely unexpected. You see, Renardo had the Book of Destinies, a magical codex that would show you the consequences of your choices before you made them. So he was able to woo Zenobia, suss out the treachery of his old pal Lupino, avoid dying, and importantly, not accidentally destroy the universe. Handy thing, the Book of Destinies. That was 10 years ago. Zenobia had got herself elected mayor of a small city-state on the fringes of the Empire, on an island called Avalon. So Renardo had to settle down and stop pirating, being the city's respectable first gentleman instead of a rogue and pirate. Well, let's just say Renardo had been playing a lot of canasta. Late one morning, as Renardo was picking dead blossoms off his prize-winning chrysanthemums, he heard the rumble of distant thunder. At the horizon was a looming cloud, a thick, dark mass. Purple lightning shot out of it. That was odd. The sky was otherwise perfectly clear. Why did the cloud remind him of the long-dead Emperor? Oh, right, because 10 years ago, the Emperor's fleet had moved in a dark cloud like that, powered by his evil magic. Back then, Renardo had used the Book of Destinies to defeat him. But the Emperor was gone, and the Imperial fleet was rotting away at the Imperial Navy yards. What direction were the yards? Oh dear. I'd better go warn Zenobia, Renardo said to himself. To rescue her? Not, he mumbled to himself, because she'll know what to do. And so he grabbed an old practice sword out of his umbrella stand, and he ran to find his beloved wife at City Hall. Renardo didn't remember his house being this far from City Hall. When they'd bought it, he'd been able to run all the way there without breaking a sweat. Now he was huffing and puffing. It must be that City Hall had moved somehow. Surely not that he was completely out of shape. He jumped. Ow! And as he ran, panting, he noticed glowing eyes staring at him, and a familiar stench. Monsters! A lot like the Emperor's Raven Soldier back in the day. But the Emperor had died. He'd blown himself up with a Sky Ripper, a legendary weapon. Renardo loved that the corpses teleported back out. Tidy. The dust kind of smelled like raspberries. Renardo fought his way into the city square. To his horror, monsters were surrounding Old McInerney, the beloved village cobbler. Old Mac made shoes that fell apart as soon as it rained, but everyone loved him. Old Mac was shouting,
"Maybe you can eat me, but a hero will come and defeat you."
Renardo was about to jump in with a hearty ta-ta-ta-ta, when Old Mac added,
"Pirate King's gonna cook all y'all chickens for sure."
The Pirate King? And not Renardo? Fortunately, the monsters squawked at each other and ran off, as if they'd received some sort of telepathic message. Old Mac ran to Renardo.
"Well, thanks a bunch, son,"
he said.
"I never dreamed you'd come. People been saying you're enjoying your retirement, trimming chrysanthemums and playing canasta."
The Pirate King? Seriously? Said Renardo between fits of outraged coughing.
"He got a big old fleet, ain't he?"
cried Old McInerney.
"And pirates! You can't fight all them critters all by your lonesome, can you?"
He handed Renardo an ornate engraved business card with gold embossings.
"Give him a call."
And he scurried off. Raposo the Fox said, "Pirate King, looting, sacking, and shenanigans of a scurvy nature. Red Dragon Inn, Beachy Head." "I'd rather be kale," mumbled Renardo. The Pirate King was his little brother. Irresponsible, unreliable, reckless. Honestly, a huge glory hog. He hadn't been the one to save the Empire, had he? Well, Renardo would rescue Zenobia and see what she had to say. Renardo could see City Hall from here. He hoped Zenobia was safe in there.
Take that, paltry!
Renardo couldn't wait to get to the next altar to use his crafting dust.
And in this corner, Renardo, hero of the floating world.
Wow, that was good. Was it good for you? For me?
Renardo ran up to the library at City Hall. Zenobia and the old mystical sage Calaveras were poring over an enormous book. "Oh, you're safe!" Renardo shouted and ran to embrace his beloved wife. But she only whisked her teacup away, chiding, "Oh, for goodness sake, darling, don't spill tea on the book. There's a giant dark cloud with lightning heading straight for us," warned Renardo. "I know," she said, unperturbed. "That's why I asked Calaveras to bring in the Book of Destinies. We'll need it." "Yes!" shouted Renardo. "No more canasta!" "Canasta?" asked Zenobia. "I mean, yes. I will defeat the approaching evil cloud, whether it's a fleet or, like, whatever." Calaveras hopped the Book of Destinies over to him. It was an ancient codex that allowed you to live through your life multiple times, make different choices, and find out what would happen. So you could not make them, if it turned out they would kill you. Renardo was not great at thinking things through, but with the book, he could live through a future and see how it worked out.
Read the appendix,
Said Calaveras.
where it says cards.
The old wise-toed scholar turned the pages of the book to the very end.
Remember those cards you got every time you went through a whole story? They can give you powers.
The old toad showed him one of the cards from his adventures 10 years ago.
You threw most of them away, but you kept some as bookmarks.
Where does it say anything about powers? Asked Renardo, reading the card.
Turn it over.
There was writing on the back. Wow. He'd missed that 10 years ago. Powers, you say? That's amazing, said Renardo. Let's go. I'm ready. And he realized he'd been ready for, about 10 years. Go where? Asked his wife. Ah, said Renardo.
I have calculated where the dark cloud is going.
Croaked Calaveras.
Long ago, the transcendent emperor sealed an evil god in a crystal, protected by beams of light. That crystal is in a temple. I fear whoever is behind the cloud intends to kidnap that god so they can take its power.
Yikes, thought Renardo. Oh, no, said it out loud. I have faith in you, dear, said Zenobia. With the book, you can learn what we need to do, like 10 years ago. I'm gonna be dying a lot, aren't I? Said Renardo. Like 10 years ago. Temporarily dying, she shrugged. Doesn't exactly tickle, grumbled Renardo. But then he thought about what old McInerney had said. Seek help from his brother, the Pirate King. A fleet of pirates could be useful if he was going to fight an imperial fleet. And even his layabout brother would be willing to fight a cloud of darkness and evil. Wouldn't he? The Book of Destinies could tell him what to do.
It seems like old times, doesn't it? Has it been 10 years? I might be a bit rusty. Anything you're not sure about, or are you just going to jump right in? Are you sure I'm up to this? I hope so. I haven't swashed too many buckles since we saved the world. it's been 10 years, hasn't it? The book only works for you, Ray. No one else can use it. Maybe we could persuade it to work for someone else. You can do this, darling. I have faith in you. I'm glad someone does. Now, better see what's going on in that temple. So, who exactly was the Transcendent Emperor? No one knows where he came from, but it's said that before him, the islands were bound to the earth and washed by the poisonous gases. He freed them to rise into the clouds where we are now, and he brought the peoples here to the floating world and gave us the power of speech. Well, we didn't used to speak. There was only one species that could. Back in the former world, they used it to have dominion over all the other peoples and all the lands. That's beastly. Now, better see what's going on in that temple. What are these symbols on the cover of the book? Oh, don't worry about those. They're just, tattoos. What kind of leather is this? Let's just worry about what's inside the covers, okay?
I have calculated where the dark cloud is going.
Oh, good, I think.
Long ago, the Transcendent Emperor sealed an evil god in a crystal, protected by beams of light. That crystal is in a temple. I fear whoever is behind the cloud intends to kidnap that god, so they can take its power. The fate of the floating world is once again at stake. Perhaps these books can give you the answers that you need.
Books? Can you just tell me what's in them?
Use your destiny cards well, and don't forget to upgrade or exchange them at any altar.
Bringing down the Dark Cloud probably wouldn't be simple. Bernardo would need to use the Book of Destinies to reach into the future and learn the right path to victory. The hero path. He could go to his brother, the Pirate King. Raposo could help, if he wanted to. But Raposo was immature, rash, headstrong, liked to leap before he looked. Even if Raposo agreed to help, could Reynardo count on him? Their mother had sent Raposo out for milk once, and he'd come back a month later with gummy bears. Or Reynardo could go to the ancient temple, where the Transcendent Emperor had sealed an evil god. Whoever was inside the Dark Cloud, they couldn't be allowed to get in and capture it. I thought made his hair stand up. His head looked really big. On the other hand, tangling with an evil god without help, that seemed foolhardy, even by Reynardo's standards. Reynardo had given up being a sky pirate 10 years ago when Zenobia had become mayor. He'd had to settle down. But his brother Raposo was still pirating. They'd been so close as children. But they'd grown apart after Reynardo went off to Swordfu school. And they really hadn't talked much after Reynardo became a hero and the Emperor blew himself up. What had Raposo been up to? He sent letters from time to time, but they were so long. Well, they'd catch up when he got to the Red Dragon Inn. Renardo,
Monsters again? Seriously?
the pirates probably liked being this close to the Chaos Islands. No tourists. Zenobia would be so proud of him, right? The Red Dragon Inn was up ahead. Renardo remembered many happy nights there when he'd been a pirate, eating samosas and drinking. And to be honest, he didn't remember all of them. These days, he only drank kombucha at home, alone. He longed for the call of booty. Can't we just agree to disagree, said Renardo. No? A for effort, D for dead. Ooh, prezzies! An all-powerful mechanical intelligence torments a trio of cats in this nightmarish novella. If you don't like cats, this is the book for you. Okay, let's make this quick. I'm on my break in literally 2 minutes. Renardo's knees felt tired. A little. Renardo was used to jumping a little higher. Renardo reached the tavern. He could hear the sounds of chairs breaking and crockery shattering. A hedgehog came flying through the front door, knocking it off its hinges. Must be Tuesday, thought Renardo as it scurried off. All-you-can-eat crawdad samosas. Arr! Add it to my tab, his brother said, as he came outside to scratch himself behind an ear. And there he was, Raposo, Renardo's baby brother, all grown up now. A proper pirate. In fact, he looked a lot like Renardo, except younger, slimmer. And he had both of his eyes. Renardo, said his brother, how wonderful. Did you come to return my fishing rod? I need to borrow your fleet, said Renardo. The Imperial Navy is going to an ancient temple to release an evil god. You want my fleet? His brother grinned, the way he always did when he was about to make Renardo's life complicated. I'll race you for it. Race his brother? Not a problem. Renardo had always beaten him when they were growing up. On the other hand, it might be less wearing to talk it out, wouldn't it? Conserve his energy. And Renardo had always been able to talk his younger brother into doing things. You challenge me, so I decide the terms and conditions. Pirate law, said his brother. What? You challenge me, said Renardo. But the pirate was already swaggering back into the inn. Renardo followed him inside, just as his brother fired his pistol at the ceiling. Listen up, scallywags, said Raposo. My brother, the former rogue and sky pirate, lately a respectable gentleman, has challenged me to a race for my pirate fleet. That's you lot, he laughed. The first fox to get to Smuggler's Cove commands my fleet. Second prize is a set of steak knives. The pirates started cheering. Renardo gave a thumbs up as they started an old sky shanty about how it was a glorious thing to be a pirate king. He turned around. His brother was already gone. He tricked me, howled Renardo at the pirates, but they were already launching into the second verse. Renardo left the inn before they could finish. He'd take it out on the monsters. Which cards to upgrade next? Which? A goggler. Apparently not extinct after all. He'd almost forgotten how fun jumping was. Not available in stores, Renardo thought. Crafting dust? Sweet. Upgrade time. Or maybe just a new combination of cards. Raposo was surprisingly fast. When had he ever been this fast? Renardo would have to beat these monsters quickly to win this race, but they just kept getting in his way. Stupid monsters.
I beg huge!
Renardo was an old fox in a hurry. Wow, that was good. Was it good for you? Renardo did not
When a
approve
chicken
of these
start-
new explosive fowl. Raposo was surprisingly fast. When had he ever been this fast? Renardo would have to beat these monsters quickly to win this race, but they just kept getting in his way. Stupid monsters. Get over here! Dodging made him feel so sly. Well, now you're foxed.
These chickens would never menace society again.
Okay, all hands meeting. Dodging was particularly fun if you're escaping with booty. Renardo loved a little run and jump. Oh, hey, your brother said to tell you hi. Renardo loved that the corpses teleported back out. Tidy. Renardo finally made it to Smuggler's Cove, the town the pirates called home. His brother was already in the town square. He'd taken the trouble to set up a chair and table so that he could put his boots up on the table. Some of the pirates from the Red Dragon were there too. How? Let's all give a round of applause to my brother. A for effort, laughed Raposo. And the pirates all cheered their king. Renardo looked away to stare out at the old, familiar town. So he was the first to see the smoke curling in the air above the other end of it. Something was on fire. Renardo could earn the pirates' trust and respect by helping them save their town. Then, Raposo would have to help him fight the Imperial fleet. On the other hand, as soon as the pirates started to put the fire out, Renardo could pull his brother aside for a proper duello.
Fire! Yelled Renardo. Women and children get to safety. Pirates, follow me.
There weren't actually any women around. It wasn't bedtime yet. But it sounded brave and impressive, didn't it? He ran towards the fire. The fire was spreading. Renardo picked up the pace. The further he ran, the more he smelled smoke, and the less he smelled fish, seaweed, and unwashed pirates. And monsters, too. The Chaos Lands must be near. Renardo hated killing chickens when he'd no time to eat them. These soldiers looked tougher than the previous ones. Meaner, too. Renardo, not for the first time, considered investing in some armor. Ding ding!
Shouldn't you be on top of a tower somewhere?
The breeze in Renardo's hair felt good.
Who doesn't like to pounce?
This was much more fun than Canasta. He ran around a corner and almost smacked into Zenobia. "How did you get here?" he asked. "I snuck into your brother's skyship." "He came by skyship? You mean he cheated?" "He's a pirate," Zenobia grinned coyly. "Dagnabbit," said Renardo. Ugh, he'd even forgotten how to curse. "Just go to the burning house, wait for the pirates, and make a big gesture." Renardo ran toward the burning house. What sort of big gesture? Donating his trophies to charity? Oh, wait. She literally meant... Never mind. He never got to smash stuff at home. Renardo ran to the burning house, and as soon as the pirates came around the corner, raised his arms wide. And at that, the fire sputtered out. Wow, I could do magic, thought Renardo. Then he realized that his wife had done a spell. The pirates and his brother ran up to the smouldering house. They gave Renardo a hearty huzzah! They had to follow him now, right? Thought Renardo. Are you some sort of magician? Asked Raposo. And for the very first time, he seemed a little daunted. Now, ask to borrow his fleet, Zenobia purred to Renardo. She had, as usual, snuck up on him without making a sound. Ugh, cats. Princess, said Raposo, is that you? There was something in his voice that got Renardo's hackles up. Renardo grumbled at Zenobia. He owes me an apology for cheating. Please don't turn this into a piscillis versini, she said, using the traditional term for a competition between men to see who could urinate the furthest. Ask to borrow the pirate fleet to go and attack the Dark Cloud. Sure, but first, his brother owed him an apology.
Men, prepare the skyships!
Shouted Raposo, and the pirates got to work. But Renardo was irked.
Wait! You cheated in the race! You used your skyship! You used to cheat at Canasta!
Said Raposo.
Because I couldn't read the rules! Whatever! You owe me an apology!
Said Renardo.
I don't owe you anything! Scratch that! Tie him down!
Shouted Raposo to his men. He stomped off as they shrugged and stopped working. Ah, the both of you, I swear, said Zenobia, and stalked off herself. Renardo went to the edge of the island to look down at the sea of poisonous gas clouds below, and think about how life had wronged him. Around midnight, a pirate came and handed him a note. Dad's house, midnight, it said. Dad's house was in the shadow of Widow's Peak, a nice little hike. His anger cooled in the stiff breeze, along with his toe pads.
Renardo had a beef with gravity. Who wants to die first?
Renardo had somewhere else to be. There, said Renardo to the corpses. Roll up for the magical mystery tour. Step right this way. Renardo was panting pretty hard. Wahoo! Reynardo really wanted that apology. These monsters couldn't stop him from getting it. Sorry, can't stay. Still, I mean. What a rush! Reynardo was dead tired. Then he was just dead. Hey, did you guys ever learn to swing dance? Oh well, too late now. Those flames really bring out your eyes. Suddenly, Reynardo hoped he'd turn the stove off. Hey, did you guys ever learn to swing dance? Oh well, too late now. Magic was a muscle, and he'd been skipping the gym. Zenobia would be so proud of him, right? If chickens ever develop thumbs, foxes are in a heap of trouble. Reynardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something. Say, how are you guys fixed on life insurance? Orange is the new black. Snickered. Reynardo felt springy.
Burn!
Renardo felt substantially less elegant, what with the wounds and all. His brother sat on the front stoop of their tiny childhood home, whittling with his cutlass. It was recently painted, but some of the walls were barely held up by wooden beams. "Ready to apologize?" said Renardo. "Do you have any idea what it's like to live in your shadow?" asked his brother. "Renardo, the Sky Pirate, loots the Alhambra. Renardo captures a Pannonian treasure fleet. You were there for those. Nobody remembers me. Oh, and Renardo saves the Empire, and Renardo marries Zenobia. Oh, keep my wife's name out of your mouth," Renardo shouted. "And now you show up here with her and shame me in front of my own people, so you can steal my fleet, so you can defeat the Empire again." "Look, I just want to borrow it for a day or two," Renardo said, trying to calm his brother down. He was so dramatic. "That's what you said about my fishing rod," shouted Raposo. "I'll never have peace. I can't live like this." Renardo didn't even see the detonator handle until Raposo shoved it down. The side of the mountain rolled down and swept both of them off the face of the world. Falling wasn't the worst way to die. The green, poisonous clouds that blanketed the depths of the world were surprisingly sweet-smelling and restful. He was almost annoyed when he came back alive in front of the Book of Destinies. Poor Raposo. Poor him. How about poor me? He blew me up. It must be hard living in your shadow. He's the king of the pirates. And I'm the mayor's main squeeze. Is that so terrible? Well, of course not. That's not my point. Did you really used to cheat your brother at Canasta? Well, a little, yeah. Why? Well, Dad cheated whenever he played games with us. I thought you're supposed to. Your dad cheated you and your brother? Well, only once we got good enough to beat him. Poor Raposo. What I don't understand is, why did your brother rig your father's house to blow up? Oh, no, that wasn't him. That was Dad. Your dad rigged his own house to blow up. Yeah. Why? Just for fun? I don't know. He never said. Poor Raposo. Did you know that Raposo envies me? Why? He's a pirate king. He has hot and cold running wenches. I guess for being a famouser pirate king.
Didn't he rob the Pannonian treasure fleet? That was me. Oh. And for being a hero and saving the world. So now's his chance to be a hero and save the world. Oh, yeah. I should tell him that. Ah, you men, always with the pisseles versnis. What does that word mean? I guess you'd better be careful around his feelings. Give him a chance to be a hero. Oh, I know. I should give him a chance to be the hero. That's a great idea, darling. Why does my brother envy me? For the past 10 years, I've been cooling my heels in Avalon playing canasta.
What is wrong with canasta? It is a game of skill. Easy to learn, hard to master.
Seriously?
Do you know that many towns have an annual parade in your and Zenobia's honor? Towns that neither of you has ever been to?
I did not know that.
School children write songs every year about how you saved the floating world. It's part of the standard 10th grade curriculum. They can choose whether to sing about how brave you were, or how clever, or how incredibly lucky the gods must have smiled upon you.
I did not know that either.
He does not know what your life is like. He only knows what your legend is like.
Bernardo sipped his kombucha and opened the Book of Destinies again. Bernardo shouted, "The town is on fire!" The pirates laughed at this obvious distraction, until Raposo sniffed the air and said quietly, "The town is on fire." Then they all ran away to put out the fire. Bernardo dramatically walked away from his brother. He drew his sword quietly. "I guess I'm just not as good as running away as you are," he said to the air. "Why don't we duel over your fleet, like proper pirates?" But his brother had run off. Bernardo had no idea dealing with his brother would involve so much running. Everybody who wants to die, raise your weapon. All right. Bernardo's blood was boiling. He'd been chasing the Pirate King all over Smuggler's Cove. The town was huge. Say, how are you guys fixed for life insurance? frogs had nothing on Bernardo. Bernardo's knees felt tired. A little. He reminded himself not to step in his own cape. The Pirate King led them to a secluded area of the town. "You can't run forever!" shouted Bernardo. "You're right!" The Pirate King stopped and turned. He swaggered over. They were soon snout to snout. Bernardo felt he was looking in the mirror, except that in the mirror, he was much better looking. And he still had both his eyes. So they fought. After a while, the Pirate King dropped to his knees. I can't anymore," he sobbed. Control of his brother's fleet was within his reach. Among pirates, whoever defeats the leader becomes the leader. He could strike his brother down and take over his fleet. Bernardo was no kinslayer in real life. But this was only the Book of Destinies, right? His brother would come to no harm in real life. But Raposo was his kid brother. And more practically, he knew the pirate fleet better than Bernardo. Better to keep him alive. Maybe he could help. Bernardo helped his defeated brother limp back to the town square. The pirates were gathered there with Zenobia. "I always wondered who would win," said Zenobia, looking at both him and his brother with appreciation. "Wait, what? Always?" he thought. "Since when always?" "He beat me, fair and square," Raposo told the pirates. "Take your orders from him now." Raposo sounded forlorn. But Bernardo would be giving his fleet back in a jiff. That will cheer him up, thought Bernardo. And so they gathered the pirate fleet and sailed out to intercept the Imperial Sky Navy. In no time at all, they were fighting for their lives against Imperial soldiers. Soon, soldiers started blinking into Raposo's ship. He'd have to do something about that. It was fun fighting alongside his brother and his wife, like a big, lethal family reunion. Except Bernardo, well, Bernardo was basically fighting on his own. The burning goggler looked like a metal. Boing! Bernardo said for funsies. If my dad could only see me now, thought Bernardo. laugh and point. I can't take too long here, thought Renardo. Zenobia might need me. Now you smell even worse. And I was just getting warmed up, Renardo thought. He rarely wished he was a rabbit, but there were times. And I was just getting warmed up, Renardo thought. When the battle hit a lull, as battles do, Renardo tried to find Zenobia and Raposo. He spotted them at the prow of the boat. Zenobia was up in the bowsprit, her arms flung wide as if she was flying. Raposo was holding her by the waist. Before he could hack his way through the monsters to talk to her, she was walking away. He thought he caught a glimpse of her smile. The smile she had when she was purring. Renardo had to cut his way through the enemy back to her. There was something so satisfying in breaking crystals. Renardo hated when soldiers got in the way of his marriage. Oh, fun! The armor had been recently oiled. Renato loved how the corpses teleported back out. Tidy. The Imperial fleet was starting to retreat. Was it possible? Had they won the battle? His brother was looking out at the retreating enemy, next to a clot of pirates cleaning their cannon. He went over there to tell his brother how brave he'd been fighting their enemy, and how happy he was that they were on the same side. "Stay the hell away from my wife," he said, instead. "I can't," his brother told him, and Renato saw that he had tears in his eyes. "I love her. I always have." Renato grabs the railing to steady himself. His brother went on. "Losing her to you was the worst thing that ever happened to me." The pirates next to Renato looked up from their cannon. The one that had the most teeth left said, "Oi, we can help with that." They grabbed Renato. "Wait!" shouted Raposo. But they flung Renato over the side. Destinies were like a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were going to get. Unless you read the bottom of the box. Of Destinies. I think that Raposo... I think my brother... Yes, I mean, you don't also... No, of course not. What happened? Let's try another path. You can talk to me, you know. I know. Wait, you haven't told me how you died. There was a mutiny. Raposo's mates threw me overboard. Just you? Then maybe threw some other people after me, I don't know. I wasn't there anymore. Did they throw your brother? No. Was he part of the mutiny? Not exactly. You know I'll figure it out eventually. What happened? When I was fighting him, you said you'd always wondered who'd win out of the two of us. I guess the book thinks it's you, dear. But why always? It's just an expression. How often do you think about it? Anytime I see two swordsmen. I mean, anybody's going to wonder, unless it's obvious. What happened? He's very dashing, my brother. He was always dashing when we were young. Not as dashing as me, right? Not as dashing as you. You were always pretty dashing. Not like now. There's something you're not telling me. He's got a huge crush on you. I'm sure all you'd have to do is whistle and he'd come running. Well, I'm not going to whistle for your brother. Maybe I've got fat and boring. I don't even know how to whistle. I can't believe my brother has a crush on my wife.
Why wouldn't he? She's brilliant. elegant, beautiful, witty, erudite, fluffy. Scientifically speaking, she is most attractive.
Oh, don't tell me you have a crush on her too.
Oh, me? Oh, heavens, no, of course not. Anyway, I'm too old for her, and I'm sure she does not find toads lovely. Even other toads do not find toads lovely. And of course, you are married to her.
If I ever ask again, please stop with, of course not, okay?